Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Ambassadors of Gaming channel. I'm Ambassador Michael,
I am Ambassador Adam.
and we just got finished watching the Summer Game Fest.
Summer Game Fest. I came for one reason, and I was right.
I came, I saw, I came again, and then I left.
No, I watched the whole thing.
Fair enough. If you're unfamiliar with how we typically do, well, this is not technically it's E3 season, so we're gonna do E3 season type coverage. Basically, we'll go over the announcements, give you a very short description, maybe the platforms and release dates if we have them, and that's pretty much it. And then we'll move on. We'll do deep dives with Xbox and Nintendo, and then whenever Sony decides to do their shit, because they're not doing an E3 thing. They're doing something like a couple weeks from now or something. They haven't even announced anything, so who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They on crack.
Yeah, they're being weird. I don't know what they're from. I don't think they're ready for E3, and that's why they're like, fuck it. Let everybody else do it. Nobody will even care that we're not there. Nobody will give a shit. We'll just show up 3 weeks later when we have our project finally finished and be like, hey, look at all our great shit.
Either that or they just want the spotlight on them.
I think that's probably what it is, but we'll see. Anyways, this one last year I thought was not a complete dud, but I thought that the way it was structured wasn't particularly good. And I didn't think all the announcements there were that big, because normally the third parties do their stuff. Xbox usually grabs a couple of things, Sony usually gives Capcom stuff, that's kind of how it goes. But anyways, they actually had some good announcements, some new shit. And so we'll just go over it kind of quickly, and then I guess I want to highlight the ones we really liked, and that'll be it.
They had a couple of weird announcements too.
Yeah, well, I have some of those written down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get to the one when we get there.
I don't know which one particular. There were like four for me. I was like, that's super weird.
They announced a game by making a joke about another game for some reason. It was weird.
Okay, you can remind me at the time. So they opened the show with Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which leaked a couple days ago. It's a Borderlands spinoff coming out in 2022. It looks like it's D&D inspired, and they'll have magic mechanics, and it seems to focus more like an action RPG versus Borderlands action shooter RPG kind of. So that'll be cool, because I really like Borderlands, but
that looks
was kind of stale for me. So I hope this will be fun. The thing with Borderlands is always the most fun when you play it with other people. That's my experience. When you play it by yourself, it's not as fun.
Mike. What? Then I need you to do one thing.
Buy the game on the right platform?
Yes.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, 2022 early. I think it said early 2022. They didn't give an exact date. The next one was Metal Slug is back. If you're unfamiliar, Metal Slug, I'm pretty sure is an SNES era shooter, Contra, right?
Yeah.
It's like a Contra-like thing.
It was a weird. It was back in the day. I was a kid when that was out.
Yeah, it was. It's SNES, NES era, stuff like that. 2D shooters. Anyways, they're bringing it back, but it's a tactical grid-based game.
Like Final Fantasy Tactics.
It's literally
my kind of game right there.
It's literally called Metal Slug Tactics. So, they didn't even try to hide it. They're just like, yeah, fuck it. You already know. I kind of appreciate it when they do that. Honestly, just all right. I mean, that should just
That should just be the genre name right there.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Honestly, Capcom, if you're watching this video, where is my Resident Evil Tactics?
If they were gonna do a multiplayer game, that would be cool. Decent, actually. But
imagine a Resident Evil chess.
Could be good.
Like Stars versus Umbrella.
That actually could be fun.
That's what I'm saying.
If they actually gave a shit and didn't do what they did with whatever Re:Verse is doing, and what was the other one that nobody gave a shit about? The one that came out with 3? I
would have it more set up like the character personalization and the card system from what was the one that came with 2?
The one that came with 3? The one that came with 3? The remake?
Was it 3?
Yeah, 3. I don't remember. Yeah. Nobody remembers. Does anybody really care?
We played it a lot, though.
You know what we're talking about. That one that only you and I play, unless
was
you're
it Survivor? No, that's not right.
I literally have no idea what it's called. We can find out. Resistance. That's what it's called. It's called
Yes,
Resistance. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes.
Sorry, it just popped
Resistance.
into my brain. Um, so yeah, that's a thing. Kojima popped up. As if you're unfamiliar, him and Jeff Keighley are really good friends. Uh,
That's what I was talking about.
yeah, they made the reference to Metal Gear in a trailer
They made a
for Death
Metal Gear
Standing.
joke.
Yeah, and at
Yeah,
first I was like, oh, maybe he's doing like because I was like, clearly this is like gonna be the PS5 port. They're probably gonna add some new shit to it or something. I was like,
I thought
maybe he's
it'd be
gonna
like
add like
DLC or
little,
something.
yeah, or something like adding like Metal Gear style like stealth sections or something like little dungeons or some shit, you know. But no,
Yeah,
it's just a joke, I guess. I don't know. Anyways,
they made a Metal Gear joke to announce the director's cut, and like, what?
it was so long too. That was the weirdest part. It was like it was such a long joke.
Yeah,
Like,
he didn't even use the box the right way.
no, he got in the box wrong. He looked at the vent and was like, yeah, that's not happening. Like, anyways, yeah, so they're doing a director's cut, is what they're officially calling it, coming to PS5. It looks like they increased the frame rate, some visuals, maybe new content. Considering it's a director's cut, I assume Kojima's going to put some more stuff in the game that he had to cut. He also talked about how, with his next project, he's looking to kind of reevaluate the way he creates games, which I thought was
Yeah,
cool.
he says he realizes like the players have to have fun.
Yeah, and that he said he views COVID as a major shift in how you have to make entertainment, because like, and he compared it to
Yeah,
9/11, because in 9/11 like there was
yeah.
certain shit you can't do, like the people were like kind of sensitive about, you know, and not like you're gonna offend somebody, but like generally speaking, the public is gonna be like, ah, this is happening in real life. We don't want to deal with that right now, like type
I
of
mean,
shit, you know.
all I'm saying is, as soon as all the COVID stuff happened, Resident Evil 3 came out.
This is true. Resident Evil 3 did come out at that time. And then Resident Evil Village came out, and it's much less virusy. So,
Resident
like,
Evil hasn't been.
it worked out, I suppose, in their favor.
Yeah.
Uh, anyways, Jeff Goldblum came to talk about the one thing you really cared about. You want to tell them?
Okay, so Jeff Goldblum showed up, and that they threw me off for a second because when he first showed up, they're like, he is in a Call of Duty game, and I was like, he was? I didn't know. Shit, maybe it's not about what I was hoping for then. And then he starts talking, and the way he's talking, moving his hands, and just his mannerisms, I'm like, he ain't acting like Jeff Goldblum right here. He's acting like Ian Malcolm.
Right.
Jurassic World Evolution 2.
It actually looks pretty good. It looks like it's going to be vastly different from the first one.
So. I think it's based off of Dominion. It's gonna.
Yeah.
It's. We're not making a park anymore. I think it's like an actual Jurassic World.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That could be really cool, because I like the first one. I played it with you a little bit, but like, this seems like it's a lot. I don't know. It'll be more up my alley, maybe.
He said that you're basically going to be attempting to control chaos. So.
Which sounds kind of cool. They said
And the
2021.
Mosasaurus is in it now.
Yeah. Underwater. Is it gonna be all? I assume there's gonna be a
Yeah.
plethora of underwater creatures. Which
He
is
said.
cool.
He said in the sky and the underwater.
Okay, so flying and underwater.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So they're gonna add a ton of new shit, I'm sure. It looks good. 2021. Hopefully it hits. All systems. PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, and Xbox One. So
I'm thinking. I'll probably release around November.
probably. Honestly, normally you avoid November and October, because that's like when like COD and all that shit hits. But like everything's getting delayed. So like if you can hit in October, November, like nobody's gonna have shit to buy. So it'd
Well, not
actually be
only
a good
that,
time for you to push it out.
not only that, but they're trying to keep Jurassic Park relevant because the movie got pushed back.
Fair enough.
And they know that there's a lot of Jurassic Park fans out here that want this game. The people that played the first one have basically been screaming for it for a while now.
Yeah. Even when I started playing it a couple months ago again, you were like, man,
So
I want a fucking sequel to this so bad.
if they push it out just in time for Black Friday, it would make the perfect holiday gift for a Jurassic Park fan. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm thinking November.
It's weird because like with video games, if you release between Black Friday and Christmas, it's considered like too late, because you want to release before Black Friday because everybody buys their shit before Black Friday. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah,
like,
all the deals.
yeah, but new games don't have deals. Like you put your game out, like that's what even with Call of Duty, you see they put it out in like October now, and like on Black Friday it's like $10 off or some shit, or like $5. Like it's like nothing basically. So
Well, it's not just that though. It's just normally there'll be like deals on the systems. So sometimes it's not about
bundles
having the
usually,
game
yeah.
be cheap. Not about the game being cheaper. It's about it's easier to get the system. So
Yeah,
now you
that's
can
true.
get the game.
They usually do a lot of bundles to avoid like just everybody buying out the systems.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. I don't know what the next game was. I didn't catch the name of it. It looks like it's cell shaded an adventure game, dystopian like. They were showing that it was an alpha.
Oh yeah. Soul something. Soulfire, I think.
Soulfire? I don't know. It looked
Or
cool.
Soul
The
Flame.
art style looked cool.
It looked weird.
Yeah,
That's the one where she like jumped on the dragon and stuff.
I think so. And she had like
Yeah, that one looked really weird.
Yeah, it looks weird, but the art style.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
They said that's coming out September 23rd, so that looks cool. I was reading up a little bit on this one. Low Stark MMO is a South Korean RPG, I guess. They're localizing it basically to release. Amazon's doing that. It was a little misleading because I thought Amazon was making that. I know you don't follow Amazon when it comes to games as much, and most people don't. But basically, Amazon is a total failure when it comes to putting out games. Like they've canceled most of their games. They've released like one, and then they were like, actually, wait, we're sorry, and then they canceled it basically after they released it. So I don't know how much faith you want to put in that. But
how
anyway,
do you release a game and then cancel it?
because it was like, all right, here the game's out. It's an MMORPG, and then like a week later they were like, actually, we're not gonna support this anymore. We'll just give you your money back, and they just gave everybody their money back, and then took the game down, and that was it. The game was over basically. It was really bad from what everybody said. Anyways, this is coming out in the fall of 2021, PC. It looks kind of like a WoW game, so if you're into WoW, those types of MMOs, that'll be something you might like. This one I really... God, Activision was a real fucking... Dude, they were just killing me. Activision's announcements here were garbage. Activision was like, hey, you know, we have a Call of Duty like we do every year for the last like 12 years. We're not going to announce it here because fuck you. We're actually going to announce it inside of Warzone because Fortnite did that and it was really popular. So now we got to copy Fortnite. So they were like, here is the new season of Warzone. Okay, thanks for announcing your new season, I guess. Yeah. And basically...
You'd be more excited if you were a COD player.
I guess. I'd be more excited to see a new Call of Duty, honestly. Anyways, for those who aren't familiar, the next Call of Duty is going to be Sledgehammer. I actually like Sledgehammer. I think they make the better Call of Duty games as of late. However, I'm sick and fucking tired of Call of Duty, so not for me.
Different bull.
Yeah.
Different bull, same duty.
Yeah, more or less. Among Us had a content roadmap if you're still playing Among Us and you like that. Which is fine. It looks like they have a new map. I thought the trailer was really well edited and pretty funny, to be honest.
New game modes too.
Yeah, new game modes. So I hope Among Us can kind of keep itself alive, and not just like fizzle out and die. Because I think it's good competition.
I feel like they should try pushing their way onto systems like Fall Guys and Fortnite.
They did. It's on Xbox, and I think it's coming to PlayStation or it's out. Like it's close. Like the release date is close if it hasn't already come out. Like it's coming out.
They gotta get crossplay if they don't.
Yeah. They gotta get crossplay. They already have PC and mobile, but they need like everything crossplay. Sony decided to pull Shuhei Yoshida out of whatever closet they fucking shuffled him into 2 years ago. In case you're unfamiliar, Shuhei Yoshida used to be the head of First Party, and then they decided, actually, no, we're going to create a new division, and you will just focus on creating indie relationships and getting us good indie games, because that's what you're good at. So, poor Shu, he finally reemerged into the light of life. He looked quite good and healthy. I think the game was called Chicory. I don't know. It was like a painting game or something. I don't know. I was really confused. Like, I was watching it, and I was like, I have no idea who's making this. I don't know what the game is called. I don't know what's happening.
Like, I could understand him, but, like, every once in a while, he'd just start going really fast and pushing all his words together, and I'm like, wait, what did he just say to me?
Anybody who's not familiar, his primary language is Japanese. He speaks English as a second language, so he has a bit of an accent. But overall, he speaks fairly good English.
Yes.
Mostly because he also had to go on E3 stages and present shit to America. So, like, of course he had to. So they announced a sequel to Salt and Sanctuary called Salt and Sacrifice. I thought it was pretty good. It looks like they built upon what was built in the original, coming out for PS5, PS4 in 2022. Basically, it's 2D Dark Souls, but it has a bit different kind of way you deal with characters and items and that kind of stuff. But it's more or less Dark Souls. Like, it's basically Dark Souls. I played it. It's all right. Yeah. I think it's a bit easier than Dark Souls because you don't have the 3D element. So it's a bit easier for me. Like, I've always been better at 2D games. But anyways, that looks pretty decent.
Platformers.
Yeah, more or less. Solar Ash, I have no idea what that was or who it's by. I saw the giant monster hunting. It reminded me a lot of Fury. So I don't know if that's the same developer or not. Fury was really, really good, though. So we'll see. No release date on that. Chivalry 2 got a trailer for some reason, even though that game just came out, like, today or yesterday. Like, it literally just came out. Like, I don't know.
I was watching it, I was like, that could be fun. And then I was like, wait, did he just throw a head at that guy?
Chivalry, I remember when it first got announced, the first one. And I was like, that's kind of cool. It's a unique idea, doing medieval multiplayer. But I don't know. I'm kind of multiplayered out. So, like, unless I know, like, 4 or 5 people that have already bought the game, I generally don't want to buy a new one. Because, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play with you a couple of times, and then we'll forget about it and we'll never play it again. So, for some reason, they were like, here's a Valorant teaser. It's all of 3 seconds. Okay, enjoy that. Goodbye. That was super weird.
Said, look at this suit. Goodbye.
He literally was like, it's a super quick teaser. And then it ended. He's like, I told you. I warned you. Escape from Tarkov was shown off. It's a new, they showed off a new area. I thought that looked really bland and boring. It kind of looked like a 360 Call of Duty. That's just my opinion, though. I noticed that there were barely any spawn points in the bajillion jump cuts in the trailer. They barely showed any enemies like spawning and running at you. And here's what happened real quick. The thought that went through my mind as I'm watching this, I'm like, they definitely made the video editing guy play the demo of what they have and just fucking like do it in a day. They're like, oh shit, we need a trailer. Just play the fucking game, record the footage, throw it together, whatever, fuck it. Like, that's what it felt like to me, because that's what I would do. I was like, I would not include footage of me dying. Like, repeat. There's like 7 clips of that guy dying. Like, it's not a Dark Souls game. In Dark Souls games, that's fine. Like, that's what you expect. But there's like a Call of Duty.
from what I heard, it's hard, though.
If it's supposed to be hard, then fine. It's just, that's the first time I've seen it. So to me, I was like, this kind of reminds me of like old Call of Duty, but like not as good. Anyways, I hope it's good. And I hope people like it when they buy it. If they buy it. I'm not trying to shit on the game. I'm just trying to say what I observed. But thank you for the additional input. 2 Point Campus is a university management simulation game. 2022, all systems. Daryl had a lot of good things to say about 2 Point Hospital. Not my type of game, but he said it was really good. So,
I mean, it looks interesting, but it's not really my type either.
Yeah, it's not my type of thing. It's like a more complicated Sim game.
Now, if it's like if it's like a Zoo Tycoon game
or something, yeah, you're really good at. Those are the types of games you're good at and you like. But this is more like a, I don't know. It's not like Civilization. It's not that hard, but it's like in between, you know? Anyways, Netflix decided they were going to do a trailer for their event where they'll show new shows. I don't know. It was really weird, but I wrote it in there anyways. Stranger Things is getting a crossover with Smite, adding characters and creatures. It seems like they're just skins. That'll be in July. They announced a new publisher. This one was super weird to me because I tried to catch everything, but I couldn't because they just did that, like, here's a game, like real fucking quick. And I'm like, I'm trying to type, god damn it. So I caught a couple of them, but not all of them. Outward, Scars Above, Bowling, King's Country, In Case Echoes of the End, Payday 3, which is actually a huge fucking get, because Payday 2 is really successful. And then apparently they're making a new Painkiller. I don't know what that means. I'll probably have to ask Daryl. It's probably something he knows.
It relieves your pain.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like, we're making a new game in the Painkiller franchise. And I was like, that's really cool for people who like that. I've never heard of this before, but all right. They're called Prime Matter. Like 3/4 of their games looked really cool, and there were like 2 or 3 of them that looked kind of shit. But most of them look pretty good, to be honest. They look interesting. This is probably like B tier level stuff, which is fine. We need some B tier stuff. The Anna Cruz I can't remember if it was announced or reshown. It's day 1 on Game Pass. It's a starship. It's multiplayer. It's kind of Left 4 Dead like. It's on Xbox and PC.
What are you talking about? Back for Blood or?
No, the starship one. Did you see that one with the aliens?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. You're right.
Like a little bit. Not like it's Left 4 Dead, but like it has the abilities, the 4 players, the map.
What was that?
Design.
What was the one they showed that kind of looked like a ripoff of Doom?
I have to look. Was it one of the ones that was like a montage one, or it was like it got a full trailer?
Kind of like a montage trailer. It's like showing like clips of gameplay. Like there's ripping up. Literally one of the things just looked like a mancubus with like metal dragon wings.
It was probably in that like clip trailer that I didn't get all the names of. I think. Because if I had seen that, I would have written it down. But like I said, they just threw like a billion fucking videos, like real quick clips and then names. So whatever. If you want to go back and watch the trailers, you can kind of catch all the names. Unfortunately, I did not have time to do so. Rocket League's getting DLC. Fast and Furious 9 DLC. Okay, great. June 17th. I really hate when they do these things where it's like, here's DLC. I'm like, I don't give a shit, man. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't give a shit. I get it, you gotta pad the event, but like, you could have cut the event to like 60 minutes and cut all the DLC shit. But like, he's friends with a lot of these people and devs and stuff, and so whatever, it's fine. I don't want to be too harsh on him because I do like him. I do like the show. I thought it was pretty good. But these like little DLC things, I'm like, you know. Anyways, I think they're called Shark Mob. The Vampire Masquerade game showed up again. It's different than the other the Masquerade game. I think there's 2. They're making 2 right now. This one's the multiplayer one. It's called Blood.
Yeah, I was about to say, this one reminded me of like Call of Duty or Fortnite or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember when this was first announced, I was like, holy shit, that looks really fucking cool. Mostly because the last vampire game I played was Vampire, and that was not very good. So.
I mean, it's just boring. If it wasn't so like.
The problem with Vampire is that the movement was way too slow, and it was intentionally slow because the map was really small. Anyways. Dark Pictures Anthology. They showed off the 3rd game again. House of Ashes. It has monsters, so that's cool. October 22nd. We're gonna get these. Like, they're making like 5 of them, so we're gonna get a new Dark Pictures every fucking October, all right? Like, just count on it at this point. Like, every near Halloween, we're gonna get a new one.
Hey, this needs to be the next Call of Duty franchise. I want a new one of these games every year for the rest of forever until we don't want it anymore, and they still keep giving them to us.
Honestly, here's the thing. I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, I hope this one's better than Man of Medan was, because Man of Medan is like the worst one, and then the second one was pretty good.
I haven't finished that game yet. I want to finish it, but I felt so insulted when I started that game because they show you what's going on at the very beginning of the game,
and the twist at the beginning,
and then act like it's this big mystery that you don't know. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, how dumb do they think I am?
How dumb do you think I am? Honestly, like they should have cut that whole part out of the game. Like, there was no reason for it to exist there. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to that. What I'm really looking forward to is when they finally finish the Dark Pictures Anthology, or they at least create enough that I can buy the bundle where I can have a fake bookshelf of my games and buy the collector's edition. That's what I'm looking forward to.
All the game cases will look like books.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for them to do some like special edition like that once they put out like a couple of them. And they can like
just like a massive game case for no reason. Yeah,
because like every time they put out a new one of these, they have an edition where you get the other 2 games.
Be like the velvet padded on the inside
or something. That would be cool. I'd like that. Bandai announced the next Tales game. I don't really care for Tales. I tried to play the last Tales game that came out, and I was like, nah, this is too like RPG, too Japanese, too like anime for me.
I played.
So
I don't really know if I actually played any of the Tales games, honestly.
They're okay.
I
They're
think
good
I might have
RPGs, but
I might have played one.
it's the voice acting that killed me. They're like, "Don't you know? We gotta go across town," and you're like, "Oh God, your voice is so annoying. Please." Like that's what killed me. About I was like, I can't with the voice actor, and it's like the main character. Anyway, September 2021. For that, so that looks pretty cool. I don't know what Sky is. Apparently, it's coming out on Switch. It has a cool crossover with The Little Prince. That looked really, really nice. The Little Prince, if you're unfamiliar, is a story tale from France. It's pretty popular in Europe. And it's got this weird, unique art style to it. It had a movie on Netflix, if you haven't seen it.
You had a movie on Netflix.
One day, I will probably have a movie on Netflix at this point. They just make all sorts of shit.
If the joke from Rick and Morty is true, all you gotta do is ask them.
Yeah. All right, so here's my idea. Don't say any more. It's funded. All right. Then they showed Planet of Lana. That's coming out on Steam and Xbox. It's kind of a watercolor game. It looks like it's set on a distant planet. I think it's called Planet of Lana Journey, Off Planet Journey, or Off Earth Planet Journey. I don't know. It's something like that. It doesn't matter. Anyways, it looked good. Because everything, I guess, is hand-drawn, which is not something you see, because that shit is really fucking expensive, and it takes forever. Because you have to hand-draw it, then you have to draw it again because they have to animate it. So it's a whole bitch. Anyways, it's the reason why we don't get pixelated games anymore, because you got to hand-draw that shit. Overwatch 2, they were like, hey, you remember when we pissed you all off last week by telling you we're reducing it from a 6v6 game to a 5v5? Just wanted to remind you that's what we did. Also, here are some skins for Overwatch 2, a game that doesn't have a release date and is also quite literally Overwatch 1's multiplayer. We just added a campaign. Okay. I don't know what the fuck Activision's doing. They need to sort their shit out. It pissed me off.
They're acting their vision.
They're acting without vision. It's acting no vision. That's what they should be called.
They're Wanda.
Yeah. Basically. Anyways, whatever, that was fine.
Wanda, no vision.
Yeah, basically. D&D Dark Alliance was shown off again. That game's coming out in 12 days. Coming out on Game Pass, which is good, and also PS4, I think PS5, PC, and Xboxes. Action multiplayer game. Looks pretty good. So, Paladins is getting DLC for the summer. There you go. That's it. That's all I got to say on it. Monster Hunter Stories 2 was announced for Switch, July 9th. I know people really like Monster Hunter games, and I know Story did really well. I think Story was a mobile game, wasn't it? The first one?
I don't know.
I think it was a mobile game. Anyways, people really liked it.
Mobile games are big in Japan, so probably.
Yeah, that's true. They pulled a classic Nintendo, and they did that shit where they're like, this game isn't going to have a lot of hype, so it comes out next month. And then they always be doing that shit. Like, Nintendo specifically is like, this game comes out in a month. There you go. Go buy it, I guess. I have no idea what that next game was. It looked like a skateboarding-like game, like a Tony Hawk game, but it was with like water vehicles, but then also you could get out of them and have a gun, and Weezer was there. I don't know what was happening. I literally yeah.
That weird looking thing. It kind of reminded me of like Fall Guys if Fall Guys was GTA.
Yeah. Like, honestly, that's the best way to describe it. I literally wrote stream safe music, Weezer, Wave Break indie game, water racing game, water sport game like Tony Hawk. Honestly, I have no idea what this game is. Switch and PC. That's all my notes. I have no idea what the fuck is happening. Endless Dungeon was shown again. They announced it previously at the Game Awards, apparently. They showed off gameplay. What were you saying?
There's that Turtles game also.
Turtles game?
Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Did I miss something? Oh, yeah, my internet went out. Tell me about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. Of course, I fucking missed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. Is that the arcade one?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a sequel to the last arcadey one that came out. It's supposed to be like a direct sequel to that. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen it, but I didn't see it in the award show. Yeah, that actually looks good. I know a lot of people are excited for that. So hopefully it's very good. Endless Dungeon, like I said, gameplay was shown, top-down shooter, multiplayer, all systems. A lot of these games are really similar, in case you haven't caught the theme yet. Fall Guys showed off a costume for Nier. It's 2B. Shocker. It comes out on June 18th. They literally were like, here's a trailer for Genshin Impact. I have no idea what's happening in that game. That's it. That's all I know. So moving on. Deviation Games was announced as a new studio. They are former Treyarch developers that worked on Black Ops. They're making a brand new IP. They hope to, quote, deviate from the constraints of previously established IP, i.e. Call of Duty, to make something new with new mechanics. PlayStation's publishing the game, which I suppose is good, so they have more second-party deals.
Yeah.
But their studio is a year old, so you will not see their game for 4 more years. Let's just be honest. They got a lot of work to do. It's going to take them time. So
They're like, you got any games to show us? And they're like laughing.
They're like, didn't you hear us? We started our studio a year ago. Excuse me? Back 4 Blood was shown because it's a WB game. Of course, they were like, here's a trailer for the trailer that we will show you in 3 more days. Also, here's a new boss. That boss looked fucking badass. I'll give that.
Yeah.
That thing looked fucking terrifying.
I can't wait for this game.
Yeah, this game's gonna be good. Hopefully.
Get it on the right system.
Yeah, I'll get it on the right system this time. October 12th, WB Games. Open beta, I think, the 5th of July? I think you have to pre-order for beta access. Or no, it said open beta. I don't know. They always be doing this shit. They'll be like, open beta for those who pre-order. And you're like, that's not an open beta. That's a closed beta. Anyways. Something about ID at Xbox having demos. I didn't really quite understand. All I cared about is that Tunic is getting a demo. Hell yeah, I'm ready. In case you're unaware, Tunic is the basically Zelda game with
Fox
Fox.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the Fox
yeah,
game where he's basically Zelda. It looks super cute. I'm ready for it. Then they showed off a hack and slash multiplayer RPG. Oh my god! I was listening and they were like, "It's a hack and slash multiplayer that you can play solo, and also it has village building." And you're like, "Jesus Christ, how many fucking genres are you adding together here?"
Oh yeah, the Viking one?
Yeah, the Viking one. Like, Jesus Christ, just cut to the fucking chase. What is the game?
Yeah, that actually looked pretty cool.
It looked cool, but the description was garbage. July 27th, Tribes of Midgard. It's coming to PS5, PS4, and PC. The Evil Dead game looked great, actually.
Yes,
That
I want
actually
that.
looked really good. It's
Get it
basically
for
the
right
Friday.
system.
Hopefully, I think it's the same. I could be wrong. I don't think it is, but it's basically the Friday the 13th game. You remember that one? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that.
I don't think it's like that. I think like someone can join your game and play as like the enemy, but I think what it is more like drop you in on a map and like have items hidden all over the map, and you gotta find the items, gather them up, and do the spell and end the thing.
I don't know. Typically, these are they always fill with lobbies and they're always online type stuff. I don't know. I didn't catch enough of it, I guess, but it looked good. The reason Friday the 13th died wasn't because the game was bad. It died because whoever owns Friday the 13th was like, you can't use the license anymore. Fuck you. And that the game literally died because of that. So I don't know what happened with that. Anyways, Evil Dead probably won't have that problem because the IP is held in a much different way.
I mean, Ash himself is working on it, so
Yeah, Bruce Campbell, which is good. I think they for the Friday the 13th game they also had the guy that played a couple of the guys that played Jason, like helped them with certain stuff, so that was cool. And then they popped off with Elden Ring because that's the thing everybody cries about every fucking time there's ever like an announcement show. They're like, "Where's Elden Ring? Where's Elden Ring?" And then boom, finally Jeff Keighley brought the fucking goods. All right, so you can't even bitch at the man. I know you don't give a shit about Elden Ring, but like a lot of people do.
My friend thought it was Elder Scrolls, and I'm like, nah, this ain't Elder Scrolls.
No, bro, this is not Elder Scrolls, man. No, it's Elden Ring, and it's actually coming out. It's for real. It's a real game that apparently exists, and it's coming out in January, hopefully. So that'll be good. I was telling Daryl, I was like, January's getting busy. I got to play Pokemon Arceus and now this. And he's like, I think you mean you'll be playing Elden Ring and dying a lot. And then you will eventually play Pokemon at some point in the future. I was like, probably true. Anyways, that's all the announcements as far as I wrote down. So do you have anything I missed other than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing?
There's a Turtles thing in that Doom ripoff.
Yeah, I'll have to look back through to find that, but I don't really want to. I can.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I'd have to scroll through, and honestly, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's not really worth it.
It's not like I really had anything to say about it.
Anyways, if you scroll through the section with I think they're called Prime Matter, in the YouTube video, you'll be able to find it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Super pumped for Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Yeah, I thought overall it was pretty good. I was expecting it to kind of be shitty and boring, but it was not shitty and boring, honestly. It was pretty good.
No. The pacing was good.
Yeah,
Sometimes it went a little too fast, but...
Yeah, the montages were a bit quick. And I feel like some things that needed more information didn't get them, personally. Like the ID at Xbox stuff, where they're like, yeah, there's going to be demos. And I was like, cool. They're like, yeah, Tuesday. And I'm like, cool.
The first half of the thing, like, the whole first half of it, they're like, yeah, I'm here to announce something we're going to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, because all the publishers were like, no, we already like have deals with Xbox, and then we also have like our own shit. Capcom's doing their own thing, and they're like, we're going to talk about Monster Hunter Rise and Resident Evil Village, 2 games that are already out. We're like, cool. That's great. I'm sure you're going to tell us about Resident Evil Village DLC, which it doesn't need, by the way. Resident Evil 7 needed DLC. It needed DLC. 8 does not at all. I'm sure it's going to be dumb if it is where I think they're going with it. So we'll see. Anyways, anything else you want to add?
No, I came for the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I know. You're like, yeah, I just want my Jurassic Park game. And I was like, yeah, you'll probably get it. If Jeff Goldblum's there, you're probably getting it.
And then they announced Jeff Goldblum by saying he's in a Call of Duty game, and I was like, am I not getting it?
Am I not getting it? I don't play Call of Duty. I don't know. I don't know these things. Man, I need you to make a more current reference. Or an older one. Either way. Something that isn't Call of Duty. What was I going to say? Oh, Call of Duty references are like whatever. There's been like a billion people in Call Kevin fucking Spacey was in Call of Duty. So, you know.
Like, once they introduced him as being a guy from a Call of Duty game, I was like, oh, maybe this isn't about Jurassic Park.
Oh, man. I haven't played them all, so I have no fucking idea. He probably is in one, but I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't know. I was like, what? Oh, damn. I was like, this probably could be some fucking stupid Call of Duty thing.
No, they're saving their stupid Call of Duty thing for their own thing. I think... Yeah, well, I'll get into that another time. I don't want to run the video up with my dumb bullshit. Anyways.
We've probably rambled on for long enough now.
Yeah, but it wasn't all bullshit. It was all worthwhile content, I feel like. It was a good evaluation of what happened. So if you don't want to watch the whole show and you just want a little bit of analysis, you came to the right place. And I saved you...
And me who interrupts every once in a while.
Fair enough. I saved you 55 minutes. If you watched the whole video, you're welcome. Now you can do whatever you want with your 55 minutes. All right, well, we'll see you next time, everybody.
See you, everyone.